Hello, my name is Sebastian Sjöberg and I am the founder of Venture Quest Academy, where I coach fellow startup founders like you in how to create winning strategies for your companies. And in this video, I'd like to share with you what a winning strategy is, why you might need one, and how we go about building those in a little bit of a different way here at Venture Quest Academy. But here's the thing. The companies, the startups that succeed, are not necessarily those with the most innovative product or the best design. That is certainly part of it, of course, but it comes down to making the best possible decision the most amount of time over a very long period of time. And that, as I'm sure many of you will agree, is very difficult. You might be lucky once, twice, but not over the duration. You need a system, a framework for making decisions. And that is what a strategy is. Strategy means choice, and we need to create a winning strategy that helps us make those choices. Because at the end of the day, we are entrepreneurs. We build startup companies in order to make things, ship things to an audience, again, achieve some impact, some version of success. But in order to do that, we must learn how to play this game of business. And that is a game of independently moving parts and incomplete information. Question is, where do we go to get help with that type of decision making? Who have done that before that we can take aid from? Well, the Venture Quest Academy system is based on two things. One is military wargaming that is used all over the world to train officers in a very similar type of decision making with independently moving parts and incomplete innovation. We take those systems, we take those interfaces that often look like a super nerdy version of Risk and remove the warfare and insert startup. That is the interface, that is the game system that you've been seeing throughout this video. Second is the academic work done by scholar Roger Martin, who has spent an entire career working on strategy, how to make decisions. And his work forms the foundation of the Venture Quest Academy curriculum. And it consists of being able to answer 5 questions. One is knowing why you play, having an ambitious but very clearly defined ultimate goal with why your company exists, in such a way that you and everybody else can measure their daily efforts against that goal. Have you gotten further towards it or not? That is easier said than done, but very empowering when done right. Second is knowing where you play. Having a map defined not by your worldview, but by the customer, by the audience. And having an alignment around the team and of course everybody else around who we serve and what target needs we approach with our product, services and innovations. Third is knowing how you win. That means breaking down that ultimate goal into achievable concrete milestones where you can actually win. And then figuring out what obstacles lie between your current position and the next milestone, and only then see what tactics we have at our disposal to overcome those obstacles. And fourth, very much connected to the third, is really outlining your capabilities, what you can do, and your constraints, that which limits what you can do. What assets, skills, talent, resources, and ability to focus do you actually have? Because that determines the tactics you can deploy to overcome the obstacles. And what is it that limits you? And how can we overcome those limits and expand upon your capabilities? And fifth, incentives. What type of culture do you want to have, and how do you instill the systems that make sure that culture actually exists and continues to exist so that it can grow its capabilities and overcome the obstacles and ultimately achieving your ultimate goal? And thirdly, perhaps you've been seeing this game system now and maybe you think, looks playful? Well, that is by intention. In 1999, Michael Schrage wrote a great book called Serious Play: How the Best Companies Simulate to Innovate. And that is exactly what we're doing here in a very literal sense. Because although logic is a great approach to solving problems, it is not all the resources we have at our disposal. If we can make information interactive, intuitive, tactile, and dare I say fun, we can actually use playfulness. The thing that children do innately and that we as adults have to actually make an effort to deploy. We can use playfulness to understand problems and to achieve a shared image of a complex problem in a way that a PowerPoint presentation or a wall of post-its simply do not enable us to do. So using this interface, we can liberate information held inside your pitch decks or databases, put it onto a table, digital or in the real world, and actually see that information come alive. Make sure that you and your team achieve alignment around why you do it, how you do it, and to what end. That is how VentureQuest Academy works. The game has just begun.